Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special 2.5 edition of The Face of Jinn. We'll be telling you how to stop yourself from being abducted by aliens. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the 1.something% of you out there who actively get abducted by aliens, like on a Tuesday night when it's Super Bowl, you know what I'm talking about. That's not fun times. As for me, I've never been abducted, alhamdulillah. I don't want to get abducted. There's some people who want to. They're weird. I don't know what the deal is with that. But I'm going to tell you how to stop getting abducted by aliens. Firstly, there is such a thing as sleep paralysis. I've had it myself, where you kind of wake up, you're paralyzed and you're screaming at some kind of ghostly apparition. It's just something that's natural, right? Sometimes your just body gets something screwed up in the whole sleep process and you end up having sleep paralysis. Those are not always alien abductions. The stuff that sometimes comes is just in your dreams. Sometimes it's just a figment of your imagination. So, for the few of you guys who think you've been abducted but are not sure and it's happened while you're screaming while half asleep but not able to move, it's probably a situation like that. But there is few times where people wake up and there's shining white light, and it's always involving light, and it's always involving night. Night and light, yes, it rhymes, but they ain't a crime. Anyway, it always involves being around at night. And the reason for this, well, humans, we don't have good eyesight in the night. You know, you get us out in pitch black, switch off the lights, and just get a moon, we ain't gonna see very far. Like, our visual range at night is not very good. So naturally, we're afraid of the dark. That puts us in an automatic state of being slightly uneasy. Then to wake up and have a presence in your bed, that automatically puts you uneasy. Now, a lot of times when these things happen, there's a lot of things with eye contact. You know, they want to look into your eyes for a long period of time. The reason for this is your eyes lead, the nerves from your eyes, from your visual cortex, lead directly into your brain. So it's kind of a way of overriding the brain, overriding the data in there, right? But your brain is still active, you're still able to fight. And this is what I'm going to teach you guys, how to fight back, how to stop them when they come for you in the night. Now, people out there of faith, you got to know that faith is a shield. This is the strongest shield that you can imagine. Now, there was this guy once, and he went to many different countries. He just lived one of those lives where he was blessed, alhamdulillah for him, that he went from place to place in his life. He lived in different countries, lived in England, lived in North America, lived in Africa. He moved back and forth. He just lived in different places. And every now and then, a sound would come. And this sound would terrify the hell out of him. He would wake up and just be scared the whole night, right? He never saw anything. He looked outside, but he never saw anything, right? But this sound came for him in other countries. His parents heard it, his ex heard it, grandparents heard it, relatives, friends, anybody who was in the same house heard it. And this sound was like this. Woo, 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 woo. Just kept going for like between 5 minutes to half an hour. And there was one time he describes where the snow had fallen, fresh snow had fallen that night, and that sound came, and he was in the house with him, his wife, and his father, right? And his father described hearing that noise, and that noise came 3 nights in a row, the exact same time, right? But on the last day it came, fresh snow had fallen that night, and he leaves the house, first person to leave the house in the morning. And normally, when people leave the house, they just go around the front, they just go from the front door to the parking area and then leave. So nobody walks around the back. And they are in like farmland. So there's nobody round. Like, the next person is like miles that way, miles that way. So people are not around in the area, right? So he walked and just happened to go around the back, and he spots these footprints. And he thinks that's really peculiar. And the footprints lead basically to the base where, so basically the ground level just above where his window are. Now, peculiar enough, these footprints originated from nowhere and ended nowhere. They literally vanished as soon as they had appeared. Now, this sound followed him until he married his second wife, right? Until he got married and it came for him. On one of the days of his honeymoon, the sound came for him. And he's like, oh God, it's happening again. And his wife holds him and she says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. For the first time in his life. Now remember, this guy tried everything. He tried prayer, different religions, he tried meditating, he tried everything. But for the first time in his life, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. In an instant they were gone. Just like that. And every time that they come back since then, he would say those words and they would go. Until the point where they never came for him again. It's been years and years and they still haven't come. And any time he gets the fear in his heart, he says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. This is such a powerful prayer. And prayer actually acts as a shield. You know, faith is a shield against these evil forces. Now, you think if there was some entity that was just another living creature, somehow faith would not affect them. Yet somehow this faith is a powerful shield against these things. Also, when you're feeling this fear, when you see these things on the next to the bed, you know, think intense thoughts opposite to fear. You think intense peace, or think intense anger and rage. You know, in one way to get rid of these, if they're coming for you, just imagine standing above them and throttling the life out of these little creatures, because that fills you with a rage. And they can't use rage. See, fear weakens you. Fear makes you, stop. But rage empowers you. It fills you with a force that cannot be reckoned with. So use rage, use faith, use anything that's in your mind. Because at that moment, the only thing that's active is your mind. And I can guarantee you guys now, when the Jinn come for you at the night, when the aliens come for you in the middle of the night, if you fill yourself with rage, it will de-paralyze your entire body. Yes, I'm talking from personal experience here. Now, I know I said I haven't been abducted, alhamdulillah, but I'm talking from personal experience. When you're faced with evil, when you're faced with something out of this world, just fill yourself with a power beyond imagining, and they won't be able to touch you. They will run from you. You will be the thing that they run from. And Muslims out there, please don't forget the meanings of the words A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Think also, when you're saying things like A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim, think of the meaning. Don't just be some random words that you just say. Think of the meaning. You know, you literally, it translates to, I seek refuge in Allah from shaitan, the rejected, the outcast. You know that last bit, regime, that means outcast. He's rejected by Allah. So remember those meanings of the words. A'udhu, I seek refuge, billahi, in Allah, min, from, shaitan, the shaitan, you can figure that out. Regime, the rejected, the outcast, the one that's thrown away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do not fear the Jinn. Not for a moment. Do not fear the aliens. Do not fear the Jinn. Do not let fear net in your heart. Why? Because there's no need to. They're made of fire. They're made of gas. They're like a fart that's just been ignited on the wind. What are we? We are made of clay. We are made of clay. That is water and earth. Water removes fire. Earth puts out fire too. Combine the two together, you got super duper putting out fire power. I'm telling you guys now, Jinn are made of fire. We are made of mud, clay. You know, the best kind of clay, because we are human clay, brothers. You know, you may consider aspects of these creatures magical. It is not, it's just their biology. You know, a creature that can vanish and reappear. These appear magical to us, but in truth, that's just their nature. So brothers and sisters, do not worry when you see these things. Just say it in your heart, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim, and just shake it off as another thing. Because they are just a natural part of life. They're just one of life's creatures. Also, when you're in the ships, right, if you're being taken up and being told to have sex with this alien creature, this woman, do not engage in this form of sex or zina. They are laughing at you for engaging in zina. Say no. Say hell to the no, brothers. Well, they're aliens, but I'm telling you what, do not engage in what these things tell you. And they will whisper in your ears with sweet lies. They will actually wrap their lies in truth. They'll say something truth. You know, like, ooh, the sky is blue. No, I'm just joking. But they'll say something like, some profound truth. Which we see, yeah, if aliens abducting you and telling you things, that is all a lie. Everything they whisper in your ear is a lie. So brothers and sisters, never stop having faith. Never stop saying no to the evils of the shaitan. And never stop praising your maker. Now I'm asking you all, put your head down on the ground, worship your maker, and say Alhamdulillah, I am a human being. And come to goodness. Remember, come to goodness. Oh yeah, actually, I just remembered. So I apologize. This month has been a bit, you know, iffy with my videos. So next month is going to be the last Face of Jinn episode. 1st of April, check it out, coming to a YouTube near you, on your phone or whatever. But anyway, Face of Jinn's almost up, but you guys got to check out the stunning conclusion to the Face of Jinn.